Hello students, let's start with the new topic, that is principal unit normal. At a point where curvature is non-zero, the principal unit normal vector for a smooth curve in the plane is, so definition of principal unit normal is capital N is equal to 1 upon, we call it this symbol as the kappa, that is curvature, dt upon ds, where t is, we have seen in last lecture, that is t is tangential unit normal. Okay, t is a unit tangent vector. So what is principal unit normal? Capital N is 1 upon curvature upon dt upon ds, where capital T is unit tangent vector. Now here the vector, this dt upon ds, points in the direction in which t turns as the curve bends. Okay, therefore if we face in the direction of increasing arc length, the vector dt by ds points towards the right if t turns clockwise, and towards the left if t turns clockwise, and towards the left if t turns counterclockwise. Means what? Here what is dt by ds? So its direction, the vector dt by ds points towards the right if t turns clockwise. Now consider this is a curve. Okay, this is a curve at point P. You can see now here, from here to here is it turns what? Clockwise, like this, clockwise. Okay, if it is clockwise, then this dt by ds, it turns towards right, so it is right hand side. And if the curve is turning anti-clockwise, like this, anti-clockwise, then what happens? Then dt by ds points towards left. This is left side. Or we can say it as, now you can see, if it is like this, it is at the concave part. We can say it is at this inner or concave part. So here it is. In other words, the principal normal vector capital N will point toward the concave side of the curve. You can see this is the curve. At this point, what is principal normal? Principal normal. This is, for this point it is at the concave part. Okay, this is concave part. Here also it is at the concave part. Now here is one remark. If the smooth curve RT is given in terms of some parameter T, then now capital N can be expressed as dt by ds upon modulus of dt by ds. Why this is so? Because here we have written the formula. Capital N is dt by ds upon curvature. So it is dt by ds, and we know the formula for curvature. So we know curvature can be expressed as kappa, that is mod of dt by ds. So it is using this formula here, dt by ds upon k. So we get here dt by ds upon modulus of dt by ds. Now we can write it as dt by ds can be written as dt by dt by ds. So okay, and this dt by ds can also be written as dt by dt by ds. Here we written same here. This mod is separated here. Again here dt by ds is positive. Therefore mod of dt by ds can be written as dt by ds. In next step dt by ds will cancel. What we get? D capital T by dt upon modulus of dt by dt. Therefore for a smooth curve RT, capital N will be dt by dt upon modulus of dt by dt, like this. Okay, for smooth curve R of t, where what is our capital T? We know capital T is, that is unit tangent vector. In last lecture we have seen what is its value, velocity upon magnitude of velocity. Okay, now let us solve example. Find T, curvature and N for the curve given by RT is cos 2ti plus sin 2tj. So first of all, to find T, what is formula for T? T is V upon norm of V. So we need V and norm V. Then what is formula for curvature? That is 1 upon norm V dt by dt. So we need here V capital T. So let us find out one by one. So we have RD is cos 2ti plus sin 2tj. So from this V will be that is dr by dt will be its derivative with respect to t, minus 2 sin 2ti plus 2 cos 2tj. So its absolute value will be square of both of these, that is 4 sin square 2t plus 4 cos square 2t. We can take 4 common in bracket, sin square 2t plus cos square 2t is 1. So we get square root of 4, that is 2. Okay. Therefore, capital T will be, by formula of unit tangent vector, it will be V upon mod V. So V upon mod V will be this vector divided by mod V, that is 2. So after dividing by 2, what we get? Minus sin 2ti plus cos 2tj. Okay. So from this we find d capital T by dt, means we differentiate it with respect to t. Then what we get? Minus cos 2t into 2 minus sin 2t into 2j. So modulus of this, that is it will be square of each of these, that is 4 cos square 2t plus 4 sin square 2t, 4 sin square 2t, that will be square root of 4, that is 2. Therefore, curvature, we know the formula for curvature, 1 upon mod v into mod of dt by dt is equal to 1 upon mod v is 2. So 1 upon 2 into mod of dt by dt is 2. So into 2 we get curvature as a 1. And capital N, what will be capital N? We just seen the formula for is dt by dt upon mod of dt by dt. Means what is dt by dt? This vector upon mod of dt by dt, that is 2. So divide this vector by 2. What we get then? What we get? Minus cos 2ti minus sin 2tj. Okay. So here we find out values of t, kappa, that is, and n. Okay. Now next is definition. Next definition, that is about definition of circle of curvature, or we can say it as the osculating circle at a point P. Now the circle of curvature or osculating circle at a point P on a plane curve where curvature is not equal to 0 is the circle in the plane of the curve that is tangent to the curve at P, has the same curvature the curve has at P, lies towards the concave or inner side of curve. So let us see it is graphically. You can see here. Now here, this is our curve. Okay, this is our curve. This is point P. It is tangent to this point P. It is capital N. Now circle of curvature. What is first point? It is tangent at point P. Okay. Next, the curvature of this curve is same as curvature of this circle. And last, it points towards what? Concave part. Capital N for concave part for the circle of curvature also. It is also same figure. This is curve. Okay. Suppose this is point P. It is tangent normal. Then for this curve, this is a circle of curvature. Okay. Again, radius of curvature. What will be radius of curvature from graph? You can see this is from this point to P. This is radius of curvature. So radius of curvature of the curve at P is the radius of the circle of curvature. Okay. So radius of this curvature for curve will be same as the radius of circle of this curvature. We denote it by radius of curvature denoted by rho is equal to 1 upon kappa. The center of curvature of the curve at P is the center of the circle of curvature. Okay. The center of curvature for this curve is same as center for circle of curvature. Now let us solve example. So the example is find and draw graph of the osculating circle, that is circle of curvature, of the parabola y is equal to x square at the origin. Now first of all we required parameterize equation. So what we parameterize the parabola using the parameter t is equal to x. Now given equation y is equal to x square. So means we will consider x as x and y as x square. Okay. Okay. What we are considering, x as x and y as x square. but we are taking x is equal to t, so y will be t square. Okay, therefore what will be RT? RT is xi plus yj, so that will be x is t, so ti plus y is t square, so it will be ti plus t square j. Okay, so our RT is ti plus t square j. From this velocity will be dr by dt, its derivative with respect to t, that will be I plus 2tj. Therefore mod of v will be square root of 1 square plus 2t square, that is 4t square. Okay, therefore capital T will be v upon norm v, so divide this v by modulus of v, so divide 1 and 1, that is I plus 2tj by this modulus of v, square root means raised to half. From this dt by d capital T by dt. Next we differentiate it with respect to small t. Okay, so differentiate it one by one. So first what happen? What is first? Let us first differentiate it with respect to t. So it can be written as 1 plus 4t raised to minus half. Okay, so its derivative with respect to t will be minus half 1 plus 4t square raised to minus half minus 1, that is minus 3 by 2. Again derivative of 1 plus 4t square, that is 8t. So finally it will be minus 4t, and it is raised to minus 3 by 2. We can write it as 1 plus 4t square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, so this is minus 4t into 1 plus 4t raised to 3 by into, if we take into, it will be minus 3 by 2 I, plus next is plus derivative of 2t upon 1 plus 4t square raised to half. So here we need to use u upon v rule. Using u upon v rule we get this bracket. Okay, derivative we get this bracket into j. Now it is said that at the origin we have to find out this value. So at the origin t is equal to 0. Therefore curvature will be, by definition of curvature, 1 upon mod of v at 0 into mod of dt by dt at 0. So that will be mod of v at 0. What will be that? Root 1. Put t 0, it will be root 1. So 1 upon root 1 into dt by dt at 0. So put t is equal to 0, this is 0, 0i, plus put t 0, here is 2, here is 0, so 2j. So what we get? Mod of 2j. Mod of 2j means square root of 4, that is 2. So we get curvature at 0 is 2. Okay. So from curvature, what will be radius of curvature? Why we find out curvature? Because we want radius of curvature. For radius of curvature we want velocity and dt by dt, so we calculate v, t and here dt by dt. For which purpose? Because we want curvature. From curvature we will get radius of curvature, and then we can plot the graph. So as curvature is 2, radius of curvature will be 1 upon k, that is 1/2. Okay, so 1/2 is radius, and what will be center? Center will be 0 and 1/2, because our center means we start from origin. Okay, so center of the circle will be 0, 1/2, and the equation will be x minus 0 square plus y minus 1/2 square is equal to radius is 1/2 square, so that is x square plus y minus 1/2 square is equal to 1 upon 4. So what will be the, how will be the graph looks like? It looks like this is parabola, y is equal to x square, and osculating circle is this. Okay, because its center is 0, 1/2. Okay, this point is 0, 1/2, and radius is 1/2. So this is our required graph. Next example, if RT is a cos ti plus a sin tj plus b tk, ab greater equals 0, a square plus b square not equal to 0, then find t kappa n of the curve represented by r. So we have, first of all, from this r we calculate v. V is dr by dt, its derivative with respect to t, that is minus a sin ti plus a cos tj plus bk. From v we calculate mod of v, that is square root of a square sin square t plus a square cos square t plus b square. Here we take a square common, so there remain 1. So it is a square root of a square plus b square. Therefore, capital T is v upon mod of v, that is, this is our v minus a sin ti plus a cos tj plus bk. We divide it by mod v, that is, we divide it by square root of a square plus b square. Now, curvature is by formula 1 upon mod v mod of dt by dt, that is 1 upon mod v square root of a square plus b square mod of dt by dt. What is dt by dt? So mod of, we take its derivative with respect to t. So this is constant as it is. Its derivative with respect to t will be minus a cos ti. Its derivative minus a sin tj. Next we take its absolute value. So that absolute value will be square root of a square cos square t upon a square plus b square, okay, plus a square sin square t upon a square plus b square. So what remained there? A square upon a square plus b square. Like this, absolute value of, we are calculating absolute value, so that will be square root of component of I, that is a square cos square t upon square root of a square plus b square, its square, that will be a square plus b square, plus square of component of j, a square sin square t upon square of this a square plus b square. So finally it becomes, we can take here a square common, and sin square t plus cos square t is equal to 1. So what we get? A upon square root of a square plus b square, okay. And here at outside it is 1 upon, square root of a square plus b square. So finally what we get? A upon a square plus b square, okay. So we get here a upon a square plus b square, that is curvature. Next, capital N. By formula, capital N is dt by dt upon modulus of dt by dt. So what is dt by dt? Dt by dt is minus, so this is our t, okay. This is our t. Dt by dt, we take its derivative with respect to t. So that will be, here minus sign is taken common, okay. Derivative of a sin ti, that will be a cos ti. Derivative of a cos minus a cos tj will be a sin tj, and it is constant, its derivative 0. We have taken minus sign common, upon mod of dt by dt. This value is what? Mod of dt by dt means again its modulus, that is a upon square root of a square plus b square. So finally what we get? Here we can take a common, and these two terms will get cancelled. We get minus cos ti minus sin tj. Next is the definition of total curvature. What is total curvature? The total curvature of the portion of a smooth curve from S0, S is equal to S0 to S is equal to S1, that is from S0 to S1, where S1 is greater than S0. So total curvature is given by integration of curvature ds from S0 to S1, okay, where k is this kappa is a curvature. So we integrate, then we get the total curvature. For the curve RT is parameterized by some parameter t, then total curvature can be calculated as integration from S0 to S1, this kappa ds. We denote total curvature by k is equal to integration kappa ds from S0 to S1. Now this k ds can be written as k ds by dt into dt, okay, from t0 to t1. Now here integration from t0 to t, from t0 to t1, here must be 1. Now this kappa ts by tt is, we know it is mod of v dt as it is, where t0 and t1 correspond to s0 and s1. So this is a formula for total curvature. Integration of curvature mod v dt, integration from t0 to T1. So let us solve example. Find the total curvature of the portion of helix. RT is this 3 cos ti plus 3 sin tj plus tk. T varies from 0 to 4 pi. So in this lecture we just solve if RT is a cos ti plus a sin tj plus b tk, then curvature is a upon a square plus b square and mod v square root of a square plus b square. Here RT is 3 cos ti plus 3 sin tj plus tk. Therefore, using this formula, what will be curvature? A upon a square plus b square. Here a is 3 upon a square is 3 square plus b is 1. Okay, btk. Here coefficient of this tk 1. So b is 1. That is, so curvature will be 3 upon 10 and mod v will be square root of a square plus b square, that is square root of 3 square plus 1 square, that is square root of 10. Okay, hence the total curvature. So using this formula, total curvature, here t varies from 0 to 4 pi, so integration from 0 to 4 pi, curvature that is 3 upon 10, curvature 3 upon 10 into mod v is root 10 into dt. So after solving this integration, we get, taking constant outside, integration of dt is t, with after applying limit 0 to 4 pi, we get 12 pi upon root 10. Okay. Now there is another definition of binormal vector. Let C be a curve in a space given by RT. Okay, consider RT is a curve, T varies between A to B. Then the binormal vector of the curve in space is, binormal vector we denote it by capital B, which is equal to T into N, that is unit tangent vector into cross product to principal normal. Observe that B is a unit vector orthogonal to both T and J. Now you can see here, this is our curve. Look at the tip of pin. Okay, this is a curve. At this point, this is a capital N. Okay, capital N, capital T. That is, it is unit tangent vector. It is principal normal, and perpendicular to N and T there is a B. Means it is like these three vectors are like this. This is tangent, unit tangent vector, principal normal, and it is perpendicular to both capital B. This capital B is called as a binormal vector and it is a cross product of T and N. There is another definition of torsion along the curve. Now torsion along the curve is the rate at which the binormal rotates about tangent T. The rate at which the binormal vector rotates about tangent T. The rotation is clockwise if tau greater than 0, and it is anti-clockwise if tau less than 0 as s increases. Okay, here tau is notation for torsion. Okay, if torsion is if rotation clockwise, torsion will be positive, otherwise negative. The scalar sigma is equal to 1 upon torsion is called as radius of torsion of the curve. So radius of torsion of the curve is 1 upon torsion. The torsion measures how the curve twists. Okay. Now remember two corollaries. First, a curve C given by R is equal to Rs is a plane curve if and only if at every point torsion is 0. If a torsion is 0, curve will be plane curve. Otherwise, if the curve is plane curve, then torsion is 0. And another corollary, a plane curve C given by R is equal to Rx, that is not a straight line, is a circle if and only if the curvature is constant. Okay, the plane curve is a not circle, that will be, sorry, a plane curve that is not a straight line will be a circle if and only if what, the curvature is constant. Let us solve some more examples. Find the equation of the tangent line and normal plane to the curve R is equal to 2 plus Ti minus T square J plus 1 plus T cube K at the point T is equal to 1. So first of all, we have to find out equation of tangent line and normal plane. So first of all, given curve is r is equal to 2 plus ti minus t square j plus 1 plus t cube k. Okay. From this r dash of t, its derivative with respect to t will be what? With it's 0, it is 1. So I minus 2tj plus 3t square k. At which point at t is equal to 1, we find out r at 1, r dash of 1. Put t is equal to 1 in these two equations. Now, the equation of tangent line at t is equal to 1 is capital R is r1 plus tr dash of 1. So, r of 1, this is our r of 1 plus t into this is our r dash of 1. So, we add both of these. Okay. Next, the equation of here capital R is xi plus yj plus zk. Okay. Now, the equation of the normal plane at t is equal to 1 is capital R minus r1 dot product with r dash of 1 is equal to 0. So, capital R minus r1, we substitute this value of r1 into r dash of 1. This value is equal to 0. So, the equation, so this equation can be written as, now this is xi plus yj plus zk. So, after subtracting it will be x minus 3i plus here minus minus plus y plus 1j plus z minus 2k dot this vector, and by performing dot product and simplifying we get this equation. So this is the equation of tangent line and normal plane. Next example, find the acute angle between the tangents to the curve r is t square I plus 2tj minus 1/2 t square k at the points t is equal to 1 and t is equal to minus 3. We have to find out acute angle between tangents to the curve. This is a given curve. At the point t is equal to 1, we plot the tangent. At point t is equal to minus 3, we plot the tangent, and we have to find out the angle between two tangents. So this is a, first of all, this is given curve. So equation of tangent, that is, we will find out dr by dt, and next we find out that values at t is equal to 1 and t is equal to minus 3. So from that, dr by dt is 2ti plus 2j minus tk. So at point t is equal to 1, we put t is equal to 1 here, we get 2i plus 2j minus k. At t is equal to minus 3, we put t is equal to minus 3 here, we get next equation. If theta is the angle between these two tangents, suppose, then we know the formula cos theta is a dot b upon norm a into norm b. So cos theta is, here is one vector, another, first vector dot another vector upon norm of first, that is square root of 4 plus 1 into square root of each of these component. So by this dot product will be minus 12 plus 4 minus 3 upon square root of 9, that is 3, square root of 49, that is 7. So finally we get minus 11 upon 21. Therefore the angle is what? Cos theta is equal to 11 upon 21. Okay. So let us stop here. Here our first chapter, that is vector valued function, is completed. I will provide you the scan copy of this book. Also go through the exercise of objective questions. Here are some true false questions. Also there are some multiple choice questions here. So go through all these multiple choice questions. Let's stop here. Thank you.